And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Spencer Schwellenbach.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos, they're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Otto Lopez leading things off and takes a strike. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Got him swinging. And one away.
Got a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And here is Griffin Conine. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 2. 1 out, base is empty. And that skips into there.
Strike.
One down, base is empty. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. To third, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
1 out, runner at second. Xavier Edwards will hit next. 2 hits in the game last night. And that misses. 1-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 1 out, the runner at second here in the second game of the series. Check on the runner. Konai back on a dive. On a line, base hit. Konai around third. The throw in. The tag out.
Right there. Take it.
Well, I get pretty fired up on plays like that, especially as a former outfielder. Textbook. Excellent footwork. Came up with a nice crow hop. Throw on the money to the plate. Man, it doesn't get any better than that. And a nice job as well by the catcher. Handle that throw, put the tag on, and the ball stays in the mitt.
Digging in, Connor Norby. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Edwards, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Let's get it going, Braves.
2 outs. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Up the middle. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. First and second, 2 outs. Jonah Bride, the next up for the Marlins. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win.
Ball.
In the dirt. Next offering is fouled back. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Hit on the ground to short. Tosses to first, and that is that. Marlins strand a pair, and now the Braves with their first chance to hit. We're scoreless. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the mound now, Max Meyer.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Now in for the Braves, Jurickson Profar. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 1 out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider
1-1.
down and away.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate.
Ball
Good pitch,
2.
though.
And downstairs.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Marcell Ozuna now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
First 2 hitters
2
get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your
Ball,
chance,
that's low.
go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
2 out, space is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We played an inning, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Sanchez batting 6th in today's lineup. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. Schwellenbach back to work. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Counts 1-0.
That catches the outside corner, and that's strike 1. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
That one ripped. And base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1's the count.
Second inning here, no score. And a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
So digging in, Dane Myers. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Sanchez over at first with one away. Just missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Line to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. Derek Hill, the next up for the Marlins. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here at the top of the second. That missed inside, and it's 2-0. There's the strike. And a ground ball to first, and it goes just foul. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Marlins leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Matt Olson.
This is a guy that really has the ability to be more than just a slugger and a home run hitter, but to hit for average, to get on base, and to drive the ball out of the ballpark.
Ball 1, no strikes. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Next pitch misses, and a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Slings to first, and Acuna retired. Austin Riley at the plate. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And another ball. Swing and a ground ball. In plenty of time to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Braves go down quickly here. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here in Atlanta, here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. And that one clips the corner. And a foul ball. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And up next for Miami, Griffin Conine. Doubled in his first AB. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Late swing, foul to the left. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Fouls it off, still 1-2. On the ground. And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Xavier Edwards. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In there for strike 1. And that's a strike. Inside, and a count 1-2. On the ground, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Connor Norby, the next to hit, reached on an infield single his first time. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And that's in the dirt. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. This one in the dirt. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. The 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. No score. Bottom of the inning, and now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. And there's a foul ball. And there's a ball. That one misses, and it's 2-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
On to first. One up, one down. Here's Orlando Arcia. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Fought off foul.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Drake Baldwin next up for the Braves. And that skips in the dirt. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. 9 straight retired here to start the game. We're tied 0-0. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jonah Bride. Swing and a chopper out to short. Sends it across to first. One up, one down.
Up next for the Marlins, right fielder
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. And that is out of play. Fouled off left side. On the ground, right side. Albies to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now back, number 50.
And now, Agustin Ramirez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Just missed. The 1-0. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Now 3-0.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Two down, nobody on. That's in there. And the count is 3-1.
It's a good spot with the 3-0 pitch right there. You don't want to lay something in and it turns out to be a homer.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Struck him out looking. Nothing doing for the Marlins, and we are still scoreless. Back at Truist Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Jurickson Profar. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He sends it out of here. His first homer of the year, it's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses. And another ball.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
That's ripped. Base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Just missed.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 on, nobody out, a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Generally, second,
ball,
third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Now one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Matt Olson up to the plate. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Atlanta draws first blood with a solo shot. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Schwellenbach back to work. Just missed.
You know, these Marlins do a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
It gets down, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boog. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
Derek Hill, the next up for the Marlins. His first at bat was a strikeout. Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. And there's one down. And the batter now, Otto Lopez. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. Myers leads off first with one away. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
So now here's the DH, Griffin Conine. Pickoff move to first, and he dives back in safely. Conine goes 6'1", 27 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. Runner takes off. Pitches low. Throw. Save. Tying run in scoring position, and we're at the top of the 5th. Out to short. Arcia whips it to first, and that is the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Braves 1 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. That one fouled hard the other way.
So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
Here's a 1-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here is Austin Riley. He's 0 for 1. And the first offering is not close. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. In the air, foul off first. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Michael Harris II.
2 outs, base is empty. Michael Harris II. Next up for the Braves. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Up the middle, dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing. So a man at first, and next for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. Swings and misses. And that is strike one.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Just off the outside edge. And 1-1. Way out front for strike two.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Swing and a miss struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Braves strand one, but they're on top 1-0. Back here in Atlanta, stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Up the middle. Throw on to Olsen. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, third baseman, Connor Norby.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 2. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Just missed. And that's downstairs and outside.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
1 down, base is empty. A little bit low.
3-0.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Right in the box, lays off for ball 1. With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And another ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
And he takes a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out on that double play.
Swings through that.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
On the ground, a short could be 2. Over to Albies. What a double play that was. Inning over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Well, we go bottom 6. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Drake Baldwin. And that's outside.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering is downstairs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. With number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Here's Profar now. He's produced the only run of the game with his solo shot earlier.
Yeah, the pitching's been outstanding in this one, so that home run has really been the only big sign of life from either offense.
Strike one.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Profar, the runner at first with one gone in the inning.
Let's get it going, Braves.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. That one missing inside. And now the count is even.
Three-two.
In the dirt. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
First base.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Max Meyer won't go any further. Good effort out of him, even though he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm on the bump after a quick break. A new pitcher in the game, Ronnie Enriquez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Just missed.
Outside.
Miami's bullpen with some action. Seth Martinez getting ready to go. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the bottom of the 6th. That misses, and that's ball 2.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. And it's 2-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Here's Matt Olson down.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. That ends the inning. Nice work from the Miami pen there. We're through 6 full. It's the Braves 1 and the Marlins 0. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Hurston Waldrop taking over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That one finds the corner. It's 0-1. And misses inside. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
No outs, runner at first. Here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-1's the count.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Just missed.
That's out.
Up the middle, it's through for a hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
And now Dane Myers. Fouled off down the right side. That misses. And the count even 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
So the tying run at second. Roll to short, could be 2. Slings to second, throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Derek Hill, the next up for the Marlins. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Runners on the move, and it's a squeeze. Albies.
A gutsy call, the squeeze play, and it pays off for them in a big way. They tie the game, and everyone is safe. Couldn't have gone any better.
Now it's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. 0 for 3 in this one. That's in there. That's strike one. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Squirts away a little bit, but no advance from the runners. And down on strikes he goes. That's out number 2.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Now a chance for Griffin Conine. And that's in there at the knees.
0-1. Ball. 1-1.
Myers, the lead runner at second. Hill on at first with 2 down. Ground ball left side. Riley fires to first. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 7th inning stretch time. All tied 1-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Calvin Fauché. And he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Number 53, Calvin Fauché.
Here's Acuna now. The outfield playing him to pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
You know, these Braves need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. That hits the dirt, and that's ball 1. And there's a ball.
No strike.
And another ball. And there's the automatic. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
1 gone, runner at first. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. And that one fouled off. 1 away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That's off the mark. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
And a curve misses outside. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. And delivers outside.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Here comes a 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Ground ball left side, could be two. Glove flip to second, double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. 8th inning coming up. All tied 1-1. We're at the top of the 8th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Waldrop back to work. Oh, that got him.
That ball got him.
And a go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning. Go-ahead run on base, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby. In there, and it's 0-1. Pickoff throw, and he's back in on a dive. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Grounder might be 2. There's 1. On to Olsen. That's 2.
So very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
So 2 down now, and here is Jonah Bride. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. Ripped on the ground to second, and that'll do it. And the Marlins down quietly. Still tied 1-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jesus Tinoco. And now the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. The pit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's got it, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, catcher, Drake.
And here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Declan Cronin preparing to come on if needed. Martinez warming up as well. Next offering away upstairs. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
One
Wow,
ball,
good luck
two
catching up
strikes.
to that one.
Outside with a breaking ball. That one misses. 3-2 now. Jerks and Profar in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Profar climbs in on that left side. He's already homered here in this one. And there's a strike to Noko. 29 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up.
One ball,
He wants to have a good at bat.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering misses. Now 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And the Braves go down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back at Truist Park. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. New arm out of the bullpen, Dylan Lee.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. And a slider misses down and away.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. No play. That's an infield single.
Now batting, number 50.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. With the go-ahead run at first, here at the top of the 9th. And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 1.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself in the scoring position.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Sanchez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Laser base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers, 1 for 3. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And now 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Check swing, and he went. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Move to second, and he's back in safely. No outs, runners at first and second. Off the mark there.
Count.
And now it's 3-2. Derek Hill in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
Here's the center fielder, Derek Hill. Golden opportunity right here. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Joe Jimenez.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
Puts a bunt down. Albies. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 2-1.
No, this has been a good, tight game so far, but now that error looms pretty large. I got to think that's going to weigh on him for a little while, unless somehow they can come back and win this thing.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Yeah, there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Oh, 1 down. Base hit, 1 run in already. The second run scores, and they take a 3-run lead.
That's all he needed, just a simple base hit, and he drives in two in a huge spot. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. And now it's going to be Griffin Conine. Ground ball right side and foul ball. And he grounds one to the right side. Tags the runner. And a run scores on the double play. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
That one is absolutely belted. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. That one's in there. That's strike one. Runner at second, 2 down. Riley fires over to first, and that is that. 4 runs in the inning, and they've jumped in front. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. Marlins 5 and the Braves 1. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Seth Martinez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. Misses the sweeper.
0-1.
And it's strike 2.
0-2.
Goes down looking.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
He's 2 outs away. Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit. Outside. 1-0. One down, base is empty. Foul ball. One now. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball.
Base is empty,
2
1
strikes.
away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that's in the dirt. Next
Down to
offering
3-2.
upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Tosses to first. Ozuna is out.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Olsen, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Just missed. The Fish leading by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Martinez is just 1 strike away.
Off the plate.
Misses inside. The count now 2-2. Got him, and that's the ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.